Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I am back. I was on a brief hiatus. I had some things that I had to take care of. For those of you that don't know, before I started working for Mac and before I was sick, I worked as an ultrasound tech, and I did so for a very long period of time. Well, in order for me to maintain my license, I have to have what's referred to as CMEs, or continuing medical education credits, and you have to have 30 of those at the end of every 3-year mark from the time that you become a registered tech. So of course I waited until the last minute. I mean, the last year when I was sick, it was difficult. I couldn't concentrate, so you know, I kind of have an excuse there, but I procrastinated and waited until the last minute, so I had some catching up to do. So between my son graduating from boot camp and having to take all of my CMEs, it did take up a lot of my time. So I had to prioritize and take care of what was necessary in order for me to maintain my license. So that is all done, and I am now back. So I figured the best way to come back was to just say hi and do a little haul video. This isn't really going to be a little haul. I do have quite a few things to show you guys, but you know, I like to ramble and share and talk, so this will probably be a long video. What I will start off with are a few things that I got just yesterday. I've been eyeballing this brush. This is a Too Faced powder puff brush. Powder puff brush? I don't know. It's the teddy bear hair brush. This is what it looks like. It is super, super soft. I've been wanting this for a long time. The bristles are, I mean, I can't even describe to you. They're just, think of the softest thing you've ever felt, and that's how this brush feels. Very soft. It's a little bit of a short handle, which I don't mind. I can keep it in my bag if I need to. So I got the Studio Gear brush, and I really have lately been enjoying using these brushes for buffing foundation in. I have to turn my little space heater off because now I'm starting to get really hot. I bought the Sonia Kashuk brush that is like this, and where is it? Here's the Sonia Kashuk brush, which I really like, but I wanted to get something that was a little bit narrower, maybe not so wide. So I picked this one up, and this is the number 3. It's a synthetic sort of, actually it's a rounded top. What would you refer to this as? Like a rounded top long handle kabuki? I don't know. But I used it to buff in my foundation, and lately my skin has been so entirely dry. I haven't been able to use the foundation that I normally use, which is Match Master. And Match Master is good for a more oily complexion. So when I use that, I start to get dry patches like on my forehead and my nose and my chin. So lately, I've actually been using my Avon Ideal Flawless Foundation, which I actually have in front of me, because this is good for a more dry skin. It has more of like a dewy finish, and I find that at the moment, because my skin is so dry, that one's actually working out pretty well for me. But I used this brush with the Avon foundation, and it just buffed in beautifully. I do like the feel of this brush. It's a little heavy, which I don't mind the weight, but it's just very soft, and it gave me a very nice sort of airbrushed finish to my skin. And then the next thing that I got, the Too Faced Matte Eye Palette. I've been wanting this for a long time as well. Just kind of like being patient and waiting for a better opportunity, I suppose. But it wasn't one of those things like, oh my gosh, if I don't have it, I'm going to die. But I have been wanting this for quite some time. This is what the packaging looks like. I'm sure most of you have seen this before. But I do like the colors, and these are all matte. So there's no shimmer, no shine. And I like the little color combinations. I like this top row. It's great for sort of like an everyday look. But I only paid, I think it was like $14 for this, so that was a good deal. So last night I figured it out. If I would have paid full price for these items, it would have been $112. Yesterday, after my discounts, I paid $40 for all 3 of these items. So basically, I got the Too Faced brush and the eyeshadow palette for free because this was originally $40. So I thought that was a really good price, and I couldn't pass it up. So my friend Kim, hi Kim, she orders from me at my counter all the time. She was nice enough to send me this, the Lavish palette. I was completely 100% surprised to get this. She didn't tell me she was sending it to me. I just came home one day and it was in the mail. And if you guys remember, I was looking at this, I wanted to buy it, and then I kind of sort of changed my mind at the last minute. But now that I have it, I am very glad that I do. I really like the colors a lot. And it actually comes apart. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. It's like in a box, and this sits on top, and this is actually contains the eyeshadows, and it just pulls out like this. I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like this concept or the idea behind this palette, but I actually don't mind it. I mean, as long as the eyeshadows aren't falling out all over the place, I really don't care. But the colors are very nice, and I have used this twice already. But I do enjoy this. I really like this palette a lot. It also comes with a little lookbook, and in the bottom it comes with tools. So there are a pair of tweezers in here, which I have already used. It comes with a little pencil for eyebrows, an eyeliner. This is a waterproof eyeliner, and it is in black, which I haven't used the eyeliner yet. I've been wanting to, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And then it comes with this double-ended brush, and that's what it looks like. So, thank you again, Kim, for this. It was such a surprise, and what a nice surprise. But I wanted to share that with you guys and officially say thank you here on YouTube. I got it. I had to get it. I have used it quite a few times as well. Actually, I have it on today. I really enjoy this palette. I think that this and the first one are my favorite. The second palette is nice, but it's a little more cool. And I'm not really a cool toned kind of person. I like more warm tones. That's why this palette is like right up my alley. Get rid of that. It comes with a double-ended brush, and I don't ever really use these brushes. I just keep them in there, but I don't ever really use them. But I'm sure that you guys have all seen this. You have probably all seen like multiple videos using this palette, but here are the colors, and I think it's beautiful. I have on today this color here. It's called Trick, and then in my crease I have on Nooner, which is this color. And I like it. It's very pretty. That combination is very pretty for like an everyday just walking out the door kind of look. Like I seriously put my look together today in, I think this took me 15 minutes. Let's put it this way. It took me longer to line and fill in my lips than it did to do my eyes. So very excited to have this. And it's so funny because I really like, I don't like getting caught up in hype. You know, like I don't like feeling like, oh my god, if I don't have this, I'm gonna die. But for whatever reason, and Urban Decay is so good at this, and I think it's because like my first impression of the Naked palettes when the first one came out was like, they released that first palette, there was an overwhelming response to that first palette, and it took them forever to come out with more. And it's almost like now people just panic. So when they know that Urban Decay is coming out with a new Naked palette, everybody's like, oh my gosh, I need to hurry up and order this. Well, the funny thing is like after I got mine in the mail, I went to work a couple days later, and at Sephora they had a ton of them just sitting out. And it was funny because I was like, wow, I actually fell for that. I actually fell for the hype of the Naked palette, but it's cool. I got it. I paid the same price. I didn't pay shipping and handling. When I came home from my son's boot camp graduation, it was a nice little like welcome home gift, so no big deal. I did get the Rihanna lipstick in Pleasure Bomb, and that's actually what I have on now. I really, really, really like this. I do love Talk That Talk. It's a really dark color if you guys haven't seen it. Actually, Talk That Talk looks just like this. I happen to have the lip liner here. This is what Talk That Talk looks like. And then Pleasure Bomb, I really like these sort of like dark pink colors. Actually, this isn't dark. I think, what's the other one I have that's sort of dark? All Fired Up. I love All Fired Up. And this is similar to All Fired Up, but I think it's just a little more like bright. But I really like it. I have it on today. And I actually used magenta lip liner just in the outer corners here to add just a little hint of purple and to darken it up just a little bit. I got some things from MAC, of course, because it wouldn't be a haul if I didn't have some MAC things to show you guys. And I have put a few things here. I'll start with some brushes. I can't believe I don't have this brush, but I got the 150 brush. It's the large, extremely large powder brush. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Do. The dogs just came busting in. But I finally have the 150 brush, which I haven't used yet. I've had this stuff sitting, like I've had this bag sitting on my desk for like 3 weeks, and I just keep tossing stuff in there to show you guys, and I'm like, yeah, eventually I'm going to get around to making this video. I also have the 191 foundation brush. Now, this is like my #1 brush when I apply foundation to customers at work. This is the one that I reach for. I have 3 of these in my brush belt. It is my absolute favorite brush, but I have found that using it on myself can be quite difficult. I don't know why. What? Outside? I'll be right back. Okay, so back to the brush. I don't know why, I think I'm just like in the habit of buffing, and with a brush like this it's really hard to buff. So what I would suggest is, if you aren't interested in using a brush like this, use this with lighter foundations like a BB cream or face and body. You'll get a really nice look with this because you don't really have to worry too much about buffing those foundations in. But the thicker the formula, it's better to use maybe a brush like this for buffing product in as opposed to this. But I do love this brush, and I have used it on my face. I haven't used this one, but I've used the one at work on my face when I use like face and body, the tinted moisturizers, or the BB cream. What else have I used this with? Oh, you can use this when you're applying a cream foundation like Studio Tech or the Mineralized Compact, but again, for heavier foundations, I just think brushes like this, something that you can buff, brushes like this are just a little bit better for that. I got some Fix Plus. I finally got like a big one. I've just been using my little one for so long. I finally have a big one now. I have the Pro Eye Makeup Remover. The reason that I like this is because there is 0 oil in this, and I've been having such a hard time finding an eye makeup remover like at the drugstore or Target that doesn't have some type of oily substance to it. Because I like to clean up out here when I flick my eyeliner, I've been having difficulty doing that without disrupting the flick, because there's usually some type of oily substance, but this has no oil. So I don't really use this all over my face to take off my makeup as much as I do to clean up my wing. Okay, I have a couple of mineralized skin finishes to show you guys. I have this one here, it's called Seen to be Seen, and I really like this one a lot. This was from the, gosh, which collection? Indulge? It's terrible, I can't remember. But I just really like this one a lot. I use this more for like a blush as opposed to a highlight, because it's on the darker side and it has 2 tones to it. It's just really pretty on the tops of the cheekbones. Let's see, I'll put a little bit on now because I don't have any blush on right now. I just put some bronzer on. But I think this is pretty for just a hint of color and a little bit of shine if that's what you like. But I use this sparingly. I don't go over the top when I use this because it's easy to lose control and then you're walking around with like really super shiny cheeks, and I'm not really into that look. I have another mineralized skin finish here. This is from the Magnetic Nudes. This is called Fairly Precious. I have not used this. I've not even opened it up yet. This was actually part of my gratis at work. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not sure yet. And I'm not going to stick my finger in it because I don't know if I want to keep it, but I figured I would show you guys. This is what it looks like. This one sold out fairly quickly at our counter. A lot of people really seem to like this. Look, I haven't even taken the plastic off. I'm just not, I don't know. I think what I need to do is like go to work and use the tester at work and see if I like it or not. I don't know. You guys might see this in a giveaway. You never know. Another thing that I got was, what else? Oh, I'll show you what else I got in gratis from. I got this eyeshadow. This one's called Sweet Heat. And again, not so sure how I feel about this. It's funny because our Magnetic Nude collection at work sold out pretty quick. The one eyeshadow that I really wanted, I didn't end up getting, which is a real bummer because I couldn't get out to the MAC store by my house to buy it. This is called Sweet Heat, and again, I'm not going to stick my finger in this because I just don't know. Like, I don't know how I feel about these sort of metallic-y looking finishes. I don't know. And I don't want to use it and then be like, oh, I hate it. I don't know. And then I got this lipstick. This one is called Carnal Instinct. This is also from Magnetic Nude. It is a frost finish, and it reminds me of Fresh Moroccan. This is what it looks like. It's not a horrible color, but I don't know that it's necessarily something. I don't like frost finishes, I'm just going to be honest. I'm not a frost finish kind of person, so I don't know. Speaking of gratis, I'll show you a couple other things that I received in gratis from the Punk Couture. And I'm waiting on my lipsticks. I did get the black one. Now, I'm not going to walk around with black lipstick on because I'm just not going to do that. To each his own. If that's your thing, that's cool. I don't judge. But for me personally, I'm not going to walk around with black lipstick on. But what I am going to do with that black lipstick is use it to ombre my lips. So adding a little bit of a dark color out here. Instead of using like an eyeliner or something, I actually have a lipstick. The consistency is what I've been wanting. A lipstick to darken up outer corners. So I'm really excited about that. I don't have that one yet. And I also, gosh, I missed out on Studded Kiss. I wanted that one, and I didn't realize I wanted it until after I got to work and I put it on, and I was like, oh, this is actually really nice. So I missed out on that. A friend of mine ordered a couple lipsticks for me off of the website when it first was released online, and I didn't ask for Studded Kiss, so it's kind of unfortunate, but I think I'll be okay. But I did get Instigator. I have 2 of these now, so somebody will be winning one of these in a giveaway soon because I have 2 of them. Can't ever get these packages open. Look at what I do. I always end up trying to open it up from the wrong end, and then I mess up the box. But Instigator is a really nice color. This is one that I definitely wanted. I couldn't remember like what we were getting in gratis, so I just went ahead and ordered one. But this is such a pretty color. It's very dark, very appropriate for the season. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Vino, or actually no, not Vino. This is more like Night Moth. Put a little bit of Night Moth next to this. Wow, I was way off. So it's not actually, it's actually a completely different tone, but this is Night Moth right here, and that's Vino. So I don't know, Vino and Instigator, they look similar, so you could use Vino or Night Moth to line with this lipstick. But this is a matte finish. You guys know that I really enjoy matte finish lipsticks, so this one was something that I just really wanted to have. I also got Jet Boy, which is a cream sheen lip glass, or a cream sheen glass lip gloss, and it is the one with the green flecks in it. It looks a little bit scary. I think wearing this over the black kind of takes some of the severity of the black down. We didn't have the black at counter long enough for me to even see it on anybody. And then I do have something here that I can't show you because that's not available yet. Alright, I got a bronzing powder from MAC. This is the matte bronze because sometimes I just don't want any shimmer on my face. So this is just a basic flat bronzer. And if you're fair, you can contour with this. If you like bronzer but you don't like to have shimmer on your face, definitely look into getting the matte bronzer because that one's really nice. And I've got boxes and boxes that I need to toss. And, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll keep that box. Pencil sharpener, because you can never have enough pencil sharpeners, right? Like, I lost mine, and then I found it, and then I lost it again, and I'm just like, okay, I'm done now. I'm just going to have several. I have one of the Pentultimate eyeliners. It's called Rapid Black. It looks like a marker. For those of you that have trouble lining your eyes, you can't get the flick right. Sometimes it helps to have something that's more like a pen that you can just sort of draw your flick on with. For those of you that like to use gel liner, and let's say you're like me, put your gel liner on, you curl your lashes, and when you pull the curler away, you can see that some of the gel liner's been removed. You can just very easily you can very easily place this on your eyelashes and just press it in to fill in those gaps that were caused by curling your lashes. So I like that a lot. I keep putting everything back in the boxes like an idiot. I've been wanting this. I don't know why I haven't gotten it. I just procrastinated, whatever the case may be. It is the Prep and Prime Highlighter Pen in Light Boost. I think I'm going to go back and get Bright Forecast. That one has a little bit more of a peachy tone. But this one is definitely good for highlighting for a skin tone like mine. For those of you that are familiar with MAC foundations, I am an NC25, so that means that I have a yellowish undertone. Anything that's NC is good for a yellowish olive undertone. Anything that's an NW is good for a pinky red undertone. Someone who has a pinky red undertone would not want to use this as a highlighter, but somebody like me gets some great highlighting from a pen like this. So again, this one is called Light Boost, and I like it. I love this paint pot. It is called Utterly Becoming. It came with the, what was it, the nude eye bag that came out when MAC launched their holiday kits this year. I love this. I've been using it so much lately. It's a great sort of like flesh tone paint pot. Maybe a little bit darker than flesh tone. This is what it looks like. It dries matte, so it goes from a cream to a powder. And for those of you that don't know, paint pots are amazing. They have a 15-hour wear. They're crease-proof, water-resistant. And then from the holiday collection, I have the Stroke of Midnight Cool Eyeshadow Palette, and this one was my favorite. It's a little bit messy because I've used it a lot, but it's the one with the purple tones in it. This one was my favorite. When I use this, I usually use it with Frozen Violet paint pot, and it's beautiful. So I definitely had to have that. So I got that. What else? I think that's it for like MAC stuff. Yeah. I went to Urban Outfitters and picked up a few things. Now, I've been wanting to try this dry shampoo for a long time, so I picked up one of these because it was only $1.99. And I thought if I hate it, you know, no big deal, because if you guys can see right underneath the sticker, it retails at $8. I really like this a lot. I plan on going back and getting more bottles. Hopefully they still have some, because it's been like a week since I've been there. So I really, really, really enjoy that. I also got a hat, and it's funny because the day that I was out, it was freezing, and I didn't have a hat on. I was pretty much walking around like this. So when we were at Urban Outfitters, I found this hat. And I actually had it on earlier. I was walking around the house cleaning with this hat on. But I like that hat. I got that on clearance. I also got a pair of shoes I'll go grab. Now I got the hat for like $5, I think. And during the summer, I saw these shoes. I wanted them, and I was like, I just don't know if I want to. I'm actually wiping my pants on my pajama, or my hand on my pajama pants. There's always makeup all over my pajama pants. But anyway, I saw these shoes in the summertime, and I almost spent $40 on them, and I was like, nah, it's okay. I'll just, whatever. I don't need them that bad. Oh, I got them. They were on clearance for $9. I really, really like these. Look at how cute. And I can totally wear these at work. So I was like really happy to get those, to find them. I couldn't believe they actually had my size. They only had one 8.5 left. So I was like, yeah, that's mine for sure. I'm taking that. Oh, I almost forgot about this. This is a blush. It is called Trace Gold. I don't even remember asking for this, but that's what it looks like. It's a not a bronzy color, but it's more of like a gold brown blush. I don't know. What else? Oh, I got these nail studs. These were on sale at Drug Mart by my house. It was like $3 for this pack. It's from Sally Hansen, and it's different colored studs. See there? And they're flat on the side, so you just glue, or not, you can glue them down, or just, you know, use like clear nail polish to stick them on. But I was really happy to find those. I've been wanting to do my nails. Again, I've been suffering from like chipping, splitting nails. So I backed off of doing my nails for quite some time. So, this is actually the first time I've had nail polish on my nails in probably 3 weeks. But this is what they look like. And it comes in these little containers. So there's black, silver, and gold. So I can't wait to use those. Okay, we're finally getting down to the wire here. It's only been a half an hour, right? I think I either talk too much or I just have too much crap in front of me. I went to Hot Topic. It's one of my favorite stores, as you guys know, and I love buying earrings there. Now, I bought these not because I want like gauges in my ears, but because I really liked the Betty Page mermaid design. That's what it looks like. And they're called faux plugs. So like when I wear them, it really looks like I have gauges in my ears, and I'll show you guys what I mean. They actually, whoops. This is what they look like. See that? Yeah, this is what they look like. And they unscrew. You put them through, and then you screw in the backing, and it seriously looks like you have gauges in. I'll show you guys. So this is what they look like. So when you look straight ahead, see, my ears are kind of small. I think it's supposed to be kind of like, you know, look like that, where they're just, but because my ears are so small, it just kind of hangs down. I don't know. But I like the design, if you guys can see that. Whoops. I like the design. I like the little mermaids on there. So anyway, and they're kind of hard to put in. Like, these are not easy earrings to put in. They're 18 gauge. I don't know what that means, but I know the stem on this earring is a lot thicker than what I'm normally used to. So it's probably actually stretching my ear a little bit. So anyway, I got those. I really like those. And then I picked these up because you guys know that I have this unhealthy fascination with anything that's got a skull on it. So I got these, and these were only $4.50. And actually, I got these two together because it was buy one, get one half off. So I was like, yeah, why not? Alright, so that is it. That's all I have to show you guys. Again, sorry it's been so long since I've made a video. For those of you that, you know, that maybe were wondering if something was happening or like I got sick again or whatever. No, I'm not sick again. I'm not in the hospital. I just procrastinated and needed to play catch up. So hopefully now I can get back on track. It's a new year. I hope everybody's new year so far has been good. So for those of you that have made New Year's resolutions, I have complete faith in your ability to stick to your New Year's resolutions. For those of you that make them and don't stick to them, don't beat yourself up because it happens to the best of us. I personally don't make New Year's resolutions because I just don't keep them, so I don't even bother. But I am hoping that this next year is going to be great and I'm going to stay healthy, and I feel very optimistic about my future. So I just wish that for everybody. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me, and for those of you that are new, thank you for being here. For those of you that have been with me for a long time, I appreciate your loyalty like you wouldn't believe. So thank you guys. Here's to an amazing new year, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.